Good afternoon in Missouri. I'm Jordan Berger, and you're watching KOMU 8 News at noon. An emotional day for officers, citizens, and loved ones who are paying respects to one of their own. A procession for Officer Christopher Ryan Morton stretched from the Jackson County Medical Examiner's office in Kansas City to a funeral home in Clinton this morning. The 30-year-old Army veteran was responding to a domestic disturbance Tuesday night in Clinton. Officials say when officers arrived, a man fired at them, killing Morton and injuring 2 others. Police later found 37-year-old suspect James Waters dead inside. New Bloomfield Police Chief Greg Mooney resigned earlier this month after being told he violated social media policy. At a city council meeting last night, residents expressed their concerns. The biggest issue was response times. Currently, there are no police officers in New Bloomfield, so officers from Fulton will be responding. The council says this means there will be an average of 8 minutes in response time for calls. That's something residents are not happy about.
Having a good officer like Mooney is what we needed, and that's why we're upset, is because he's no longer here.
Dunbar Sims says she would prefer police from Holt Summit respond. She says that would be about a 3-minute response time instead. However, New Bloomfield is not in the jurisdiction of Holt Summit. The chairman of a House committee investigating Governor Greitens says he has nothing to say about the investigation. KOMU 8 News looked at why the proceedings are kept so secret. Experts say if the committee wants to stonewall the media, it can, as long as they do a public vote to close the meeting. However, a Mizzou law professor says secrecy is far from transparency.
The presumption is openness, and Missouri law says it is the public policy of Missouri to have open meetings and open records of public governmental bodies.
Davidson says if the committee makes any moves that should have been talked about with the public, then the committee's decisions could be voided by a judge. There will be another closed meeting today at the Jefferson City Police Station. At least 6 Columbia residents got scammed by someone posing as the city and demanded utility payments over the phone. The caller said an account was delinquent and demanded payment and threatened to shut off utilities if it wasn't paid. The scammers provided utility customers with a claim number and an employee identification number. If you're delinquent on a bill, just know the city won't call and demand payment.
One thing to always remember about the City of Columbia is that we will never call you demanding payment over the phone. We will, if payment is owed that we are trying to collect for utilities or through municipal court, we will always send a letter. We will never make it through a phone call.
The best way to avoid getting scammed is to never share credit card or bank account information over the phone unless you are sure of who is on the other end of that call. Let's go ahead and get a check of our weather. Tim has the latest forecast. What can we expect for the weekend?
Right now, we can expect at least temperatures back in the 50s for today and tomorrow, but if you've noticed on some of the weather apps, yeah, some of those numbers are in the 40s with a little bit of snow potentially in that forecast for this upcoming weekend. Don't think we're going to see much snow, but we could see a few flakes in there for Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. Even a few snowflakes are possible up over northern Missouri here this afternoon. It looks like on the satellite and radar image we have a couple of those areas of some precipitation up to our north where a warm front continues to push a little bit of whatever moisture is in the air, squeezing it out up over parts of northern Missouri. Mild right now the temperatures are thanks to this passing front. Look at what that front is doing for us. Right now a lot of us are already in the 50s here in Columbia and in Jefferson City. Already 53 at the Lake of the Ozarks. It's 55 out in Sedalia, 52 in Versailles. Still in the low to mid 40s up over parts of northern and northeastern Missouri. Eventually some of those clouds will start to break apart. We'll have mainly just a partly to mostly cloudy sky today, but continues to warm up. Temperatures will be at about 55 at 4 o'clock, and then for the evening, still jacket weather, but not overly cold. We'll be in the 40s, upper 40s, that is, for much of this evening. Coming up, I'll be talking about that weekend forecast because we do have that chance for precipitation both Saturday night, and then it could change over to a rain-snow mix for Sunday. I'll break down those details for you and let you know what next week looks like coming up here in just a couple of minutes.
Tim, thank you. Speaking of which, recovery is ongoing after powerful back-to-back winter storms in the Northeast. Last week's nor'easter caused 2 deaths and hundreds of thousands are still without power, some for an 8th straight day. Crews have come in from all over the country to help clean up the mess and restore power to customers. President Trump has agreed to meet face-to-face with North Korea's leader, something no president has ever done. National security analysts say the proposed meeting represents a high-stakes gamble for President Trump. NBC's Kristen Welker has details.
This morning, new reaction to the historic breakthrough. President Trump set to become the first sitting president to meet with a North Korean leader.
It is, in a word, extraordinary.
My view is that this is an extraordinary development.
Overnight, the president spoke with the Prime Minister of Japan, and the two leaders vowed to keep up maximum pressure on North Korea. As Mr. Trump struck a note of optimism, tweeting, Kim Jong-un talked about denuclearization with the South Korean representatives, not just a freeze. Also, no missile testing by North Korea during this period of time. Great progress being made, but sanctions will remain until an agreement is reached. Meeting being planned. A White House official says the meeting could happen in a matter of months. The news was delivered not by the president or his aides, but South Korean officials outside the White House after relaying a message from Kim directly to the president.
He expressed his eagerness to meet President Trump as soon as possible.
Earlier in the day, Mr. Trump teased the news by making a surprise appearance in the White House briefing room, telling reporters to expect a big announcement. It's a remarkable turn after a year of escalating threats between the two leaders, fueling talk of war amid a series of North Korean nuclear and missile tests. President Trump repeatedly threatening military action and ratcheting up the rhetoric.
North Korea best not make any more threats to the United States. They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen.
Little Rocket Man.
Kim deriding the president as a mentally deranged dotard or someone who's weak or senile. Later, both leaders fighting over who had the larger nuclear button. But the U.S. has also applied diplomatic pressure with escalating sanctions. And during the Olympics, a noticeable thaw, with North Korea sending athletes to the Winter Olympics, paving the way for talks between the two Koreas. Still, the announcement was so unexpected, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, traveling in Africa, said this hours earlier.
You asked negotiations, and we're a long ways from negotiations.
Now, a critical test as two unpredictable leaders prepare to meet face to face. Remarkable turn.
That was NBC's Kristen Welker reporting. To date, the highest level U.S. official to meet with the North Koreans was Secretary of State Madeleine Albright in 2000. Former Trump campaign aide Sam Nunberg arrived at U.S. District Court in Washington, D.C. this morning to testify in front of a grand jury. It's unclear what Nunberg will testify about, but during previous interviews, Nunberg said he's been questioned by Special Counsel Robert Mueller's team about President Trump's campaign and business dealings with Russia. Nunberg is among those subpoenaed for emails, texts, and other documents related to the campaign. Earlier this week, Nunberg said he would defy Mueller's subpoena, but later changed his mind. In Lexington, Kentucky, there's reports of shots fired at Frederick Douglass High School, but police say it's not an active shooter situation. According to a spokesperson from the school district, a student accidentally hurt himself with a firearm this morning. The student was then taken to a hospital and is facing charges of possession of a weapon on school property. No other student or staff were harmed. The school is not on lockdown as the threat has been removed. Police released a new recording of the 911 calls from the day of the deadly shooting in Parkland, Florida. The local sheriff's office also released 12 minutes of radio transmission from deputies during that day. 81 total calls were made by students and parents to 911 during the shooting.
Hello, 911, ma'am, go ahead. My son is in Stillman Douglas High School. He said he heard noises and pops, and he thinks there's a shooting going on at the school.
As for the shooter, the lawyer for suspect Nicholas Cruz filed court papers Thursday withdrawing a preliminary not guilty plea. Cruz's lawyer says he'll now enter no plea at all, and the public defender's office says Cruz would plead guilty if prosecutors choose not to pursue the death penalty. We're going to take a short break, but before we go, a live look over Columbia Regional Airport. 12:09 is your time. We'll be right back.
Track storms wherever you are. Download the free KOMU 8 Weather and Traffic app. Brought to you by University Subaru. Breaking news. Severe weather. Moments that unite us all. See it, send it, share it with KOMU 8 News. At home, at work, and on the go. Send us your photos and videos by emailing news@KOMU.com, tweeting us @KOMU News, posting on our Facebook page, or uploading your content using the KOMU 8 News app. When news happens in your community, see it, send it, share it with KOMU 8 News. Coverage you can count on.
Soft Rock 101.5 KPLA. Today's hits and yesterday's favorites. Soft Rock 101.5 KPLA. Listen while you work. Start your mornings just right. Always family friendly. Soft Rock 101.5 KPLA.
To make your house feel like a home this spring, it starts with looking at your flooring. Stover's Carpet Flooring and Tile will showcase a new flair and style. If your window treatments are looking blue, Stover's has a solution to upgrade those too. Get expert advice. Don't do it alone. Visit Stover's in-store, on the web, or the phone. It's the best way to beat spring cleaning syndrome. Stover all over makes your house feel like a home.
Our commitment is reflected in the quality of our products. We believe it's the pride in our work that makes Window World America's largest exterior remodeler. We stand behind our promise of providing you great service at great prices. Need windows, doors, or siding? We've got you covered, all backed by a lifetime warranty. Window World, simply the best for less.
Now, your live Doppler 8 First Alert weather.
All right, welcome back. Current conditions out over Columbia and in for central Missouri, 50 degrees. Some sunshine being reported. Air mass is very dry, though, at this time. 33% that relative humidity is, with the dew point numbers as low as they are. We have east winds at about 13 to 15 miles per hour. Good news is the wind chill isn't as much of a factor here this afternoon. Temperatures throughout the state continue to warm up thanks to a lifting warm front. We're in the 50s in a lot of spots for central and southern Missouri. Right now 45 though in Mexico and in Moberly, and a little cooler up over parts of northern and northeastern Missouri thanks to some cloud cover, and if you look on the satellite and radar, a little bit of precipitation still trying to squeeze out up there. Otherwise, it's mild and it's dry here over much of central Missouri. Here's a look at live Doppler 8 First Alert radar right now. A couple of pockets of some light snow showers possible up and over parts of northeastern Missouri, maybe up toward Mark Twain Lake. Again, though, the air is very dry at this time, so most of that's probably not reaching the ground. But precipcast does have a very stalled out pattern for us right now. That warm front that's trying to lift into the state, it stalls out tonight, and it's going to just kind of hang around for the next few hours. Eventually, it wants to sink down a little bit further to the south. It'll carry a low-pressure system with it, and at least into tomorrow morning, we will stay dry because that air mass in general is just very dry at this time. As I mentioned, relative humidities are down near 33% at this time. It's a dry atmosphere, but it will start to saturate up into Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. An approaching storm system out from the north and west could spark up some showers by the 8 o'clock hour on Saturday. So Saturday evening, a little bit of rain possible, and then into Sunday morning, could have some scattered showers with us as the temperatures continue to cool. We'll have to watch for areas over northern Missouri. See some of those snow showers? I think that could be a possibility over northern and northeastern Missouri throughout Sunday afternoon. Eventually, all of this looks to clear up into Sunday evening. Temperatures for Sunday do want to range anywhere from about 35 to 45 degrees. It's a pretty large range to have, but right now that would put most of our precipitation as mostly rain for Sunday afternoon. Here's a look at our rain timeline. Lots of clouds over the next few hours, but our rain chances stay fairly low because, again, dry air is in place. However, and into Sunday morning, that's when I think we will have some rain showers for any of the church plans, and any of those brunch plans, too, may have a little bit of a changeover to some rain-snow mix, at least in the afternoon on Sunday. Sunday evening maybe ending with a few flurries as the system kind of takes a little bit of time to get out of here. We'll watch for some of those clouds to break apart into Monday and lots of sunshine for next week. Here's a look at today's forecast. Kind of a mix of clouds and sunshine, but that's not hurting the temperatures much. 55 degrees, that temperature for the afternoon with an east breeze at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Stays mild this evening. Your evening temperatures will be in the upper 40s. Still will probably need that light jacket just with how chilly the air will be, with it dropping into the mid-30s tonight with mostly cloudy skies. The weekend, yeah, it's Saturday. We're back up to 55 again. Most of the rain wants to hold off until the evening. We'll lose that hour of sleep because daylight saving time ends or it begins, that is, Saturday night. And so for Sunday, a little cooler. We'll have that rain-snow mix possible. Temperatures into next week will be in the 40s, at least for Monday and Tuesday. We're into the 50s and 60s for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and into next weekend. You're taking a live look now over the Lake of the Ozarks. KOMU 8 News at noon. We'll be right back.
Love your smile again with DDS Dentures and Implant Solutions, providing personal, high-quality treatment at the guaranteed lowest price. And right now, DDS is offering you a free second opinion. Call today and see for yourself. Exceptional dental care that's affordable. Dentures and Implant Solutions of the Ozarks. You'll love your smile.
Missouri Contemporary Ballet continues its 12th season of performances to live music in a multi-layered collaboration of one of the classic stories for the ages. From glass slippers to point shoes, MCB revisits one of its cherished local friends by collaborating with the Odyssey Music Chamber series in this original production of Sergei Prokofiev's Cinderella, played on 2 pianos. University Concert Series, presented by KOMU 8 and these fine sponsors.
I've kept secrets from you. This Tic Tac framing, and you know what it proves? I'm getting under someone's skin. He will find you. He will find you.
Black Lightning, all new this Tuesday at 9, 8 Central on the CW.
Black Lightning, Tuesday at 8 on Mid-Missouri's CW.
Love your smile again with DDS Dentures and Implant Solutions, providing personal, high-quality treatment at the guaranteed lowest price. And right now, DDS is offering you a free second opinion. Call today and see for yourself. Exceptional dental care that's affordable. Dentures and Implant Solutions of the Ozarks. You'll love your smile.
You are one of the healthiest seniors I have ever examined.
I'm 42.
Really?
The world judges. We don't. Planet Fitness. Be free.
Would you like to meet your daddy?
The world judges. We don't. Planet Fitness. Be free.
Join Planet Fitness for only $1 down, then pay just $10 a month. Now through Thursday, March 15th.
Welcome back, everyone. In Cleveland, heartbreaking news for families hoping to have babies with the help of a well-known fertility clinic. At University Hospital's fertility clinic in Cleveland, hundreds of women and couples had their eggs and embryos frozen, but now they're finding out what they thought they had might be gone. NBC's Katie Snow has details.
The goal, a healthy baby. But for more than 500 women and families who were treated at University Hospital's fertility clinic in Cleveland, the dream might now be out of reach.
This was something that was totally unanticipated and obviously tragic.
Last Sunday morning, Dr. James Liu says his staff noticed the temperature had increased in a storage tank filled with liquid nitrogen. 2,100 frozen eggs and embryos inside might no longer be viable. 3 of those embryos belong to the Bowman family.
I just hope that they can find out how and why this happened.
Just last weekend, they celebrated their twins Emma and Evan's first birthday, born after 8 long years of fertility treatments. The 3 remaining embryos they had were frozen in the hope they would be brothers or sisters.
We're suffering a loss along with so many other people. And we're so lucky because we have miracle babies, and there are people out there who may not have their miracle babies because of what happened.
So many people across the country depend on frozen storage of embryos like the Bowmans did. Eggs can also be frozen for women who want to try to have babies later on. In 2015, more than 6,000 women in the U.S. froze their eggs.
I was 39, single, really hoping I would have met someone at that point, but I was happy to have the opportunity to use technology in the hopes of, having a child someday when I was ready.
Experts caution there are no guarantees, but what happened in Cleveland is particularly rare.
I have never heard of this happening on any scale where embryos and eggs are lost. For some people, this may have been their last chance, their last hope.
Officials at university hospitals say they don't know why their tank failed. There was no power outage, the hospital says. They're looking into mechanical and human error. No eggs or embryos will be destroyed, they say, and they've put all of them in a functioning tank. Over the past couple of days, they've tried to reach out to the 500-plus families and women affected.
We are so very, very sorry
We, again, want to do all that we can to support them, and we will stand by to answer questions and address them, understanding that we may not have all of those answers right now.
That was NBC's Kate Snow reporting. There's no test to figure out if embryos or eggs are still good. All they can do is thaw them and use them to try and create a pregnancy. The hospital has said it will pay for fertility treatments of families planning to move on with their options. We'll be right back.
When I was struggling with obesity, even the little things were difficult for me.
Blue Valley Surgical Associates helped me lose weight and get back to enjoying the little things in life.
Specializing in life-changing weight loss surgery. Our team of healthcare professionals offer personalized care and comprehensive support to help each patient overcome the unique challenges of obesity. Blue Valley Surgical Associates can help you get more out of life. To learn more, visit us online.
We believe when you're treated right, you feel welcome to be yourself, and we wouldn't have it any other way. So feel free to own it. At Isle of Capri Casino, feel free to feel free.
Cash Cow is back. Play Saturdays in March from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. We'll select one winner every half hour to milk our Cash Cow for a chance to win up to $3,000. Only at Isle of Capri Casino, Hotel Boonville.
Everything looks amazing here, except for this.
The world judges. We don't. Planet Fitness. Be free.
Rush hour traffic. Don't you just love it? The roads are not too bad, but there is a stall.
The world judges. We don't. Planet Fitness. Be free.
Join Planet Fitness for only $1 down. Then pay just $10 a month. Now through Thursday, March 15th.
Let's see who's calling. Hello? We sold our house.
All right.
You deserve a real estate agent committed to getting you the maximum sale price with minimum time on the market while delivering unmatched customer service. For this, there is only one, Columbia Real Estate.
After the Oscars, Hollywood is back to work turning out entertainment. NBC's Raphael Seth has a look at what's coming to theaters in this week's box office preview.
We heard a cry out in the universe.
Take a page out of Oprah's book club in A Wrinkle in Time. This epic fantasy based on the classic print edition stars the retired talk show host as a celestial being. She comes to Earth to help the child of a missing physicist discover the meaning of time, space, and love. A Wrinkle in Time is rated PG.
The treasury's being robbed.
Where is she? It's the bank job meets the perfect storm in The Hurricane Heist. Maggie Grace is a federal agent guarding $600 million, but when criminals use a Category 5 hurricane as camouflage, Grace picks up a weatherman as an unlikely ally to crush the cash grab. Hurricane Heist is rated PG-13. When danger knocks, Christina Hendricks answers in The Strangers Pray at Night. This home invasion horror story comes 10 years after the original. Claiming to be based on true events, Hendricks and her family shack up in an abandoned trailer park and are surprised to be visited by mask-wearing psychos. The Strangers is rated R.
I know I'm not supposed to touch the minibar, but I'm going to do it.
Legal weed drives David Oyelowo to drink in Gringo. This cross-border comedy sends the Selma star to Mexico. He's carrying a top-secret formula that turns marijuana into an over-the-counter pill, but deal makers Joel Edgerton and Charlize Theron have already double-crossed the cartels, putting a target on the courier's back. Gringo is rated R. That's the box office preview. Raphael Seth, NBC News.
Also out this week, Helen Mirren and Donald Sutherland in The Leisure Seeker. Now for today's Red Carpet Report.
Good afternoon, Mid-Missouri. I'm Obehia Marinazor with your Red Carpet Report. Mark Hamill has been honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and the force is strong with this one. The Star Wars actor had his star unveiled in front of special guests at the ceremony, including Star Wars creator George Lucas. The Hollywood Chamber of Commerce said it was one of the largest turnouts by fans for a Walk of Fame star ceremony. Another actor is hoping to make the dash from Hollywood to Washington, D.C. Actress Stacey Dash is officially running for Congress. The outspoken Republican filed paperwork Monday to run in California's 44th district. Dash's best-known acting role was as the lead character's best friend in the 90s movie Clueless. She's known for taking controversial stances on issues affecting people of color. Dash says she's running to help the people living in the 44th district. M&M's is introducing 3 new flavors, but one will make the cut. Recently, the candy company announced it will roll out 3 limited edition flavors: Crunchy Espresso, Crunchy Mint, and Crunchy Raspberry. People who try the candies can vote on whether they like snacking on chocolates that taste like a morning cup of coffee, something tart, or something fresh. Fans can cast their vote by text or on social media. And that's it for today's Red Carpet Report.
Why would you eat pre-processed Mexican food from a chain restaurant or worse, a gas station? When you could eat this. Jose Jalapeño's food is made from scratch from family recipes and is the most authentic north of the border. Sample our vegetarian menu full of flavorful premium ingredients. Don't get the fuel for your body where you get the fuel for your car. When you can come to Jose Jalapeño's, a taste of Mexico the whole family can enjoy.
This Friday and Saturday only, earn a 15-cent Hy-Vee Fuel Saver discount for every $30 you spend. That's right, earn 15 cents off per gallon of gas for every $30 purchase. Spend $60, get 30 cents off. Spend $90, get 45 cents off. And a $120 purchase gets you 60 cents off per gallon of gas. Save on fuel this Friday and Saturday. The more you buy, the more you save. Only at Hy-Vee.
Our commitment is reflected in the quality of our products. We believe it's the pride in our work that makes Window World America's largest exterior remodeler. We stand behind our promise of providing you great service at great prices. Need windows, doors, or siding? We've got you covered. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Window World, simply the best for less.
SSM Health brings exceptional healthcare services to communities throughout mid-Missouri, and we're seeking talented people to join our team. Fulfill your calling by contacting us today or visit ssmhealthcareers.com.
If you've been hurt on the job, don't give up any of your rights. Call Tolbert Beetle on the Hurt Line right now.
Mid-Missouri's go-to source for Sealy and Tempur-Pedic, Baumgartner's, Innovaz, and Columbia.
Now here's a look at what we're following for KOMU 8 News first at 5. A lawyer for the ex-husband of Governor Greitens' mistress will hold a press conference this afternoon. We'll have the latest coming up on KOMU 8 News first at 5 o'clock. Tim?
And your forecast for this afternoon is a partly to mostly cloudy one. We do have some chances for rain and a few snow flurries in that forecast for this weekend. You can get the details on that at KOMU.com and on the Live Doppler at First Alert weather and traffic app. Here's a look at your afternoon planner. 55 today. It's fairly mild, but 40s this evening and 30s for tonight. The weekend for at least Saturday looks comfortable. Sunday and Monday look a little chilly. We'll be back in the lower 40s for those days.
Be chilly, but not as chilly as Antarctica, where a couple of curious emperor penguins stumbled across a camera and it resulted in an epic penguin selfie video. The penguins flipped over a camera which recorded them staring into it, probably trying to figure out what the device was doing on their turf. The camera was placed there by an expeditioner visiting an Australian research station in Antarctica. The Australian Antarctic Division posted the video on Twitter, and it, of course, went viral. How could it not go viral? A penguin video like that?
I heard that video has already, I think, 100,000